long as they do their jobs, they can...
Welcome, traveller. Remember, this ain't the blushing mermaid. It's the elf song. So behave yourself. You want trouble? Take it down to the guild hall, tough buckets. Not here.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. It's been slim picking since the absolute butcher fill your boot.
You should get cards printed. Roger, real.
Damn rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. No, I need them rats taken care of. Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats. I can see time for playing with cats, especially lazy.
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
Swords meet sorcery. On my honor. Swiftly now.
There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks.
Salutations.
they doing here? Get rid of them.
We will be ready.
In the meantime, tear every brick out of it. If it doesn't come, we must find evidence of its whereabouts.
It seems your report was good, Wargaz.
Here you are, as brazen as described.
The traitor who would steal from our queen.
Of course you had help, didn't you? From the illithid you carry inside the astral prism. How quaint that we should meet here, in the very place that it once called home. We know all about the Emperor and its dealings with you. Though I must confess, its peculiar relationship with you threw us off course for a while. Tell me, what did it offer you in exchange for your servitude? I thought you said this one was smart, Wargaz. You have fallen prey to its manipulation. Your story ends here. We will reclaim the astral prism, purge it of the illithid interloper, and restore it to our queen.
What are you doing?
My dear child, I already know all there is to know.
I will liberate you from your puppet master, Chamazala Blakith!
Baldurs Gate.
Can't even catch my breath.
Sooner or later, the hunted return to the den.
We will be ready.
It doesn't come. We must find evidence of its whereabouts.
Better than nothing.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
transport is set.
Mundos vos vici.
Step to it.
For the Queen! I will take the artifact. For my Queen!
Very well.
Impressive resistance, but futile.
Mistra Rill.
In Vlaakith's name!
Do not.
Someday I'll be the best chef in the city.
No, there's a war on.
If the others all leave or die. What's your cat?
In the meantime, break out.
Someday I'll be the best chef in the city.
No, there's a war on.
If the others all leave or die.
You kill the rats, yes? I heard commotion in the cellar. Good. Perfect. Here, you take this. And do not worry. Chef Revere's eyes will be kept most peeled for murderous knaves. Just lying around, you. Chef Revere. Chef Revere.
Real.
Stelmane's Parlour. A place to receive clients and informants.
I wonder if any of these rooms are available to
I
rent.
wonder if it's as I remember it.
Oh, bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. An adventurer? Fantastic. We don't have enough of those in Baldurs Gate. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. I've not ruled out the possibility that it is Saravok himself. The brutality of the killings is certainly reminiscent of his work. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oathbound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? Not from round here, are you? We're in Baldurs Gate. This is just how things work. Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Baldurs Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Lots of blood. Some pink stains, too. curious. Let's have a look at myself. Strange bottle. Even stranger smell. I wonder if any of these rooms are available to rent.
Of course I heard about it. I hear...
Hey, you know what? Hey, smart stuff. I'm Willoughby, the comedian. And we got a little contest here called the Laugh Riot. You want to play along? Great! I'll go first to show you how it's done, and then you can see if you can top me. Hello, Baldurians! You know, I wouldn't be here tonight, except my wife ran off with a cambium. That's right, I got fiend zoned. We used to have a drow comedian. I had to ask her to stop casting Tasha's hideous laughter on the audience. Then I asked her how many drow it takes to light a torch, and she said, none. We have dark vision. So I killed her.
The elf song patrons think that one's funny. There may be hope for you yet.
Your turn, smart stuff. Knock 'em dead. But not literally. Got me? If that's the best you got, smart stuff, you should quit before the crowd gets angry. I first heard that one when I was in short pants on the school playground. Don't joke about religion, smart stuff.
A single person applauds from the back of the room, probably out of pity.
Sorry, smart stuff. No.
Why, yes, Edvard.
Can I? The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
I can eat in bed.
If all these folks can just keep their shit together, maybe nobody else will get hurt. Maybe.
Horrible, those gallows, aren't they?
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette?
Forget I said anything. All right.
I mean, no. How many times do I need to say it? You sent word about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me, why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days? My daughter Vanra, my little girl, she's missing. This stupid, useless fist said she had a lead, but she must have been sucking Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said... she was... taken from a tavern?
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the docks I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
Excuse me, citizen, but if this is a criminal matter, it's my business, not yours. Now, madam, if you'll just tell me why you're here, I'll take down the details.
What is happening? I feel like I'm going mad. You will? Thank you. I haven't slept or eaten since she disappeared. I'm terrified something has happened to her. Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks. No, unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. They barely remember their own names. I was sober, though. I swear. I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one. Of course. The front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaid, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful. Thank you. I'll head home. Can't stand being around these idiots any longer. Come find me the moment you hear anything.
Commander Portier, acting Marshal of the Fist. If you have a crime to report, please wait outside. We're currently at capacity.
Your tools were stolen, right? No, you were mugged. Wait,
I'm mixing you up with another citizen. I'm terribly sorry. I'll get back to you.
Quiet day.
That might be worth a look. I'm way too big.
Flaming fist on the streets than ever. Maybe they'll whip the place into shape.
All life got before entering Baldurs Gate proper.
Interference with flaming fist property will be dealt with swiftly and harshly. Oh gods! I don't want to die! Not yet! You are not going to die. We are all going to die.
If you can't afford it, stop waiting. You don't want.
The city is chock-a-block with bodies, thanks to these murders. I can barely keep up with all the orders. If this keeps up, the gravekeepers.
Have people no respect for the dead?
You're not allowed to play here. It's not respectful.
We must play here. This is where they like to hide.
Keep a lookout. The Mortark don't take kindly to raising the dead, but I won't be long, I promise. I'm coming, Garrett. Just hang on. Exorde me, Merkel. Resuscita frater meum. Immorte ad me redigo eo.
The air crackles with power before fizzing out. The child has power but lacks control.
Oh, you're close, Merkel. I can feel your shadow. Give my brother back, please. The Mortark said the same thing. But I miss him. A lot. Fine. I won't try again. For now, at least. It's not fair, Garrett. Why was it you? I get it. You're scared.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be, and shop with glee. A most excellent decision. Coin and time.
I get it. You're scared.
Transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gortash.
What's he got to say for himself? Can't bloody believe it. No puzzle. A travesty.
Hop, hop.
Yes, love. It's bone cloaks. I'm Balin. We sell all sorts of ingredients and goods.
Go on, Balin. Get on. Noble stock is why the customers came. We were out in our arses soon enough without. Oh, sure. Cultists on the loose, a murderer hacking people to bits, and big metal freaks stomping hither, thither, and yon. Couldn't be more delighted. Go on then.
Come get your copy of the Baldurs Gazette. When the mouth speaks, the city shakes. All right there, Chief? Can I interest you in a copy of our fine, fine broadsheet? Suit yourself. If you change your mind...
Mama, look! It's so pretty.
I'm gonna grow up to be a great...
are just cantrips. I can keep this up all day.
Decapitated. Hands down. It's quicker.
Thanks.
You in need of protection, friend? What am I saying? Everyone's in need of protection. Don't be shy. This armor can't keep you alive if it's sitting here with me. City's got a dangerous air to it these days. Only makes sense to take self-preservation measures.
Need something for defense? Or maybe offense? Either way, I've got what you need. Trade's booming.
Hey, all right, look at me.
It's gonna be okay.
Oh, shit. We need to tell the Flaming Fist. Get this kid some help.
I got lost. And then when I found Mummy and Daddy again, they wouldn't get up. I shouldn't have run away. I'm just sorry.
Little un found his forks gutted. Didn't see it happen or thank them.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Ah, don't worry about the smell, citizen.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's Fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. Heavens no! I'm just the humble proprietor, Avery Sunshall. But you can call me Falogir if you like. Help spread the brand, see? Oh, we trade in all sorts. Anything that can be lit, flamed or fired up. Smoke powder is a beautiful mistress. She will not be limited to one form, and she is quite malleable in the right hands. What are you really asking, friend of Gortash? This one will be very useful against any and all enemies of Gortash. Be sure to be clear of its explosion area. Please enjoy responsibly, and nowhere near this establishment. Is there anything else I can do for you? Oh, well, why didn't you say so? See for yourself. Remember, and if it's not a fight... Have you tried the Lanternese candle? Or perhaps the... Of course! Browse responsibly now. Remember, and if it's not a fight...
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys. Gortash has got to be paying the mousing fees.
Arrest the smell?
Something over there.
Walking funny isn't a crime.
Cure you of your pestilence. You'll have no word.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Not to mention the parchment quality of the Gazette.
Property in constant use, gathering strictly prohibited.
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby. Gets people killed.
On the half-orc's finger, you notice an unusual ring, heavy and with a strange symbol carved on its surface.
Scurry away, good book, before I crush you.
Though you can't shake the feeling you've seen it before, the emblem's purpose is beyond your recall.
Harm can be anywhere you like. Nose, kneecaps, fingernails. Secrets are good. Cure you of your pestilence. You have no word.
Probably just a dead cat. Maybe a few dead cats.
Not everyone subscribes to.
What are you gonna do? Arrest us?
That's what it takes to keep the peace?
If you say so,
That might be worth a look.
Hey, cut it out, will you?
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story. Oh, we have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. I've never heard so much violence against innocent circus freaks before. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the Fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. Pray tell, how exactly will you disseminate that information? What's the name of your highly popular broadsheet? No? Exactly. The headlines are loaded into the printworks already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
These days, it's hard to tell if I'm reading the Baldur's mouth or Gortash's diary. Once the Watchers see off...
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edward.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
No. I must say, if this is a practical joke, it's not very amusing.
Why, a serial killer? Oh, that's terrible. Master Metzley, are you quite all right?
It was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face. And I will peel it from your skull, should you interfere again.
Leave him some time, and then...
I will cure the pestilence.
Maybe a few dead cats.
No, no, you mustn't. The city is full of criminals. We can't let them on. Fine. We'll just stand here until you remember the way.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked that.
Yeah, we weren't doing anything. We were just waiting for a friend.
Look, Mum, look! It's so pretty.
Which is it?
I see it, sweetie. Stand up. You're slouching.
Let me back in, or bring Leroican out here, you tin tube. You tell Leroican I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it. Leroican, the wizard who set out the contract, he owns this place. And his little page boy inside knows how to get to him. Leroican said it'd be easy money. A smash and grab. Get in, get the night song, go. Turns out his little relic was in a temple of Shah, beneath an army of goblins. Would never have taken my people in if I'd known. I can't bring him back. But I can make Leroican cough up. Especially if you found the relic. Answer the question. Did you find it or not? You're lying. Can't say I blame you. Thing's worth a fortune. Hope you hid it well, mate.
You! What do you want? Please, just make your purchase and go. I don't have energy for anything else. Be quick about it.
Look, a bookseller. She can point us to the tome I need.
Do you think that zombie looks fresh?
Apologies. I'm with a customer.
That's why we need literature department. Can I help you? These
These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence. Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Lerocan was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you? It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the crone's true nature. If only you could read them.
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread. Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either. You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tones is enough to stimulate most.
Last week. I already have 2 copies of this.
Whatever you need, you only have to ask.
Think of the possibilities once you have a fresh, high-quality, complete...
You're a fellow bargain hunter. We must have it. God, the shelves are practically picked bare.
Some people are so selfish.
Bloodstaunch, jewelweed, mother's leaf, all gone.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Leroican's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward. Welcome back. Let your knowledge...
The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity. The Night Song is a priceless ruby from a realm beyond our own. The The Night Song is an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike. The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts.
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. Nicklaw, you may go. I see no Night Song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the Night Song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time? Huh. Fascinating. You've been to Shah's temple, haven't you? To the Shadowfell? Alas, I've paid for a good deal of very privileged information. Now I await the results of the generous contract I've commissioned. Answer now, or see what happens when fools misuse my valuable time. I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase. Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too. I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. There's very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever. It didn't work out for poor Ketherick, did it? He was a fool. A desperate mercenary who poured out his soul to whichever god flattered him. I serve no god, but that which stares back at me in the mirror. The Night Song will be put to a grand purpose, equalizing man and god. Whoever helps me attain that which I seek will be greatly rewarded. Of course not. But perhaps, after enough lifetimes, I might make a start of it.
He would seek the power of gods for the pettiest of reasons. His own gratification. At least I seek them for the better of all.
What's that? I didn't quite catch the words, but the insolent tone was clear enough.
Pitying, not insolent. You chase one power without knowing an even greater one lies within my reach. The crown of Karsus. Once we acquire it, your ambitions will be dwarfed. I'll be able to stand against Mystra and wrest her powers from her for the betterment of all.
The crown of Karsus? Nonsense. Even if it still existed, you couldn't possibly handle its power.
Perhaps you could not. But Netherill's power is in my blood. And Mystra? I know her in ways that most mortals can only dream of.
Ah. So it is you. Mystra's discarded lapdog. And now you think your bark is cause to make me tremble?
There is no need for me to bark. My actions will speak for themselves. In time.
Then go. Act. I'll open a fine vintage in your name once word of your failure reaches me. She must be an ally for you to try to mislead me. Bring her to me, and I'll forgive this momentary lapse of character. Reconsider. Pity. Then again, perhaps word of your agonizing death will draw your little friend to me. Nabadance! Imperatum!
The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts.
I see. Don't be smart,
Look, mate, look. It's...
I don't know nothing. We were just standing there.
Well, she nodded at me. Very suggestively on my hand.
A suggestive nod. Better than ever. You've been single too long.
Whatever you need, you only have... I question the wisdom of that. I'll be here in the...
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you? Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin? Magicians and their machinations. I have had enough for an eternity. I will wring his neck until he's dead. It is he who must not pursue me. Let us travel to his chambers, his lair. We will see him undone, in the style of the dead, unburied Ketheric Thorm.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts, all the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Lorroakan right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
Aelin left to face that wizard, Lorroakan, was it? Even after all she's been through, she thinks herself unstoppable, invincible. It all feels like recklessness to me. That's my greatest fear. I wanted to help her, but she said she fights better when she knows I'm safe. I understand, I suppose. I feel the same about her. She certainly is. And she always will be, won't she? Gods, I miss her already.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldurs Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? Gortash, do you mean? Those metal hunks do not obey a man who sees reason. There is no negotiating with the dead gods is chosen. They know only the language of punishment and pain. To make Baldur's Gate a safe haven, we'll first need to bathe Gortash and Orin in their own blood.
I made it back.
Let's go.
There you are. I was wondering where you'd run off to.
Damon! Thank the gods! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Oh, no surprise you'd find me renting a room off the local diabolist, I suppose. But you found me now, and there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlek to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long! So come on! Let's get this show on the road! We need to find that iron!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
It'll keep. I have infernal iron to find.
Karlek! Believe me, this isn't something you should...
Let's move!
At least let me show you where to look. I'm not sure the infernal iron will still be there, but I can show you a few places of interest. How fares the search? Maybe. But I'd need infernal iron.
We certainly will.
The one with that dink in his chest plate. I'd give him a few more of those.
Hey, soldier.
How fares the search? Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold. You have to return to Avernus.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service.
I get that, but I won't stop trying to figure out a cure. But at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Right? All this doom and... Thanks, Damon. Really.
It's been my pleasure.
This is the best day. The best day! I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to... Listen, I'm never going back. I don't expect anyone to understand that.
But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. You heard Damon. There is no... But I don't want to talk about this now. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Nope. Let's not fight, all right? Hey, soldier. Like I got something back. When I touched you, my heart was racing. But I didn't hurt. I don't have... Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dad. Ugh. Misery always overstays its welcome, and joy leaves too soon. Me too, soldier. Gods me... The world's my funhouse. Hey, soldier. Sounds boring. Oh, fuck.
I know Karlach's fate. My time is yours. What did... With...
Are they going to arrest
Let's
us?
rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Well, your fistiness, we broke down the door.
Can't really
because
place that
it
pizza.
sounded
He
like
wasn't even
someone
hurt.
was in trouble inside.
The house was on fire. We were rescuing people.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire
I don't care how many they make.
You've been saying that for ages, and we're still here. What are they waiting
What
for?
my friend means to say is that the witness must have been mistaken.
I don't know, dear. I don't know.
Better. Is be patient.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Every Jew is the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us.
Gods, it must be exhausting to be so cynical.
Not as exhausting as all that boot kissing you've been doing.
Broth's bubbling, no?
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. Correct your tone, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service. I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my Steel Watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
You look carefully, but discover nothing.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp? A little redundant of me to say, but that could be anyone.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldurs Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldurs Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny. And we are saviors. Defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldurs Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Not for communal use.
traitors put here. Any who kill Orin and do not return. We identify all enemies within our walls. They will be imprisoned.
You've been seeing that for ages, and we're still here. What are they waiting for?
I don't know.
Right tool will do the trick.
What's the plan with the Grand Duke's Council?
You're too late. It's over. The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Older Ravenguard's husk. Empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He spoke in accusations. Apostasy, conspiracy, sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry.
On your way.
Best keep your hands.
Can't risk being in open view. I don't need any attention right now.
Turns out, there was a ghost in there.
I'm not paid to chat.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Breathe quiet. Move with care. Carefully now.
Little beast with 4 legs now instead of 2.
Ah, 2 more legs for smashing. Huh.
That's a friendly-looking shadow. I just want a little look.
Don't give me trouble now.
Keep focused. We can talk once I'm free.
Hire 24 more fists for the cost of that thing.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
Say that. Oh, right there, bloody legs.
My friend.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. Yes, I have some connections in the upper city. Perhaps they'll heed our call. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh.
So we're still here. What are they waiting for?
I don't know, dear. I don't know. All we can do is be patient.
Any complaints will be handled after you turn your animal into the care of the...
That was a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gortash.
What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldurs Gate, city of steel. Nothing missing at all. If he doesn't come back, I'm having his children.
Such a basic choice.
Listen, I know what I... Oh, hello there.
Perfect month it's been. Right, darling? I've ever felt this way about someone before.
I remind you again,
That's curious.
End of the world, that. These young folks have no idea how good they've got it.
Come off it, Vistra. You've been doing the same reps for years.
Piss off, the lot of you.
And if you want to...
I think Master Fi... Have... These start fitting customers, not slogans. You know, your job.
Breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and metal screeches.
So you stopped queuing because you felt followed?
Talk straight. Are you really just looking
My surface-dwelling friend, I am glad to see you well. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought in the field seeking further subjects for study. After observing the Omelowum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. Omelowum believed I had the distinct impression it was intentionally. Why that would be, I can own. Omelowum is most likely safe and well, and naturally, the Underdark provided us with some most unusual salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring mind busy.
It's hard to I'll admit it. I'm jealous of
Once
You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating... Tell me, what can the Society do for you? A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They...
pays all right. But these dawn to dusk days. Must read a bedtime story to my little one.
Evil! It's not a lie! If you would just listen, I could explain!
You have done quite enough explaining, Volothamp Gadam. You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good, kind, gentle citizens with your lies, your delusions, your conspiracies. Though you hide behind a mask of stories, we have seen beyond the veil. We see what you really are. Fearmonger. Hear, hear! Attention seeker. Hear, hear! Agent of chaos.
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man is infected.
Let the hells follow! Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of this cankerous sore. Today, we burn away all falsehoods. Today, we will be divided no longer, for today, we rise in truth!
Psst. Don't just stand there! Help me, goddammit! Help me!
I really think we ought to step in here. Whatever his crime, his punishment is surely an overcorrection.
What's this? Another heretic in our midst? Another mind clouded by the Disruptor's lies? Another soul to cleanse? Well, we are nothing if not gracious. Let us see if we cannot lift the veil from their eyes too.
No! Please! No!
pays all right. But these dawn to dusk days, I've read a bedtime story to my little ones in a 10-day.
Evil comes in many forms. This man has tried to... It's you, though you attempt
Your parasite.
right today.
I really think we ought to step in here. Whatever his crime, his punishment is surely an over...
The newcomer speaks, and speaks of and in so doing, they delay their very own salvation.
Dear citizen, dear friend, rest assured you will have your justice. But I'm afraid the time for trials has passed.
Now is the time for judgment! No! Evil comes in many forms. This man has tried to divide
For every bite you take, they get a whole cake. I know, love.
Duty to the city and Lord Gortash, so halt right there.
Boy, this sudden restriction on visiting the docks.
It's peaceful.
Welcome to Lady Janeth's celebration of the arts. Lady Janeth is a dedicated patron of the arts. She doesn't care for status or wealth, human or dragonborn. If you have talent, she'll nurture it. Today's event is a public showing of many fine pieces she has commissioned. Decidedly not. I have more to do with dust brushes than paint brushes. I am Lady Janeth's butler.
You served this to Lady Janeth? It's raw! You shouldn't disturb painters at their easels. Art requires focus.
How many more mouths will we have to feed?
As many as Lady Janeth desires, so keep cooking.
Remarkable brushwork.
Not everyone subscribes.
How did you become a chef?
Just a bit of harmless workplace gossip. We all do it.
that again, you. Give me back my gold. I spent half my fortune on that bloody painting of yours!
As well you should have, because it isn't a counterfeit.
Then you leave me no choice, sir. We settle this outside, now!
Very good. Yes, Aurelia keeps a rather lax.
You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected.
This staff.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mercer. It was an accident.
Lady Janice tolerates...
You've set foot in a restricted area.
Certainly not.
A new face. How wonderful. Always good to see fresh interest in the arts. Please, enjoy the day. Just don't touch anything. Ah, you're a fellow collector. I see no harm in that. I have a few pieces gathering dust.
Must take this to Lord Gortash. He's a man who'll see sense.
Trained in Duke Ravengard's kit.
Oh, I see you. Don't think that I don't.
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as any. There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvelous creature. Inquisitive and no... A moment. You don't happen to know where I live, do you? Oh, no. Nothing like that.
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories.
Well, I remember I was sad. But in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore. And I came from that building over there. They were very nice to me. Seemed very helpful. Though, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place. There must be, you would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their... Oh, it will come back to me. Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
The man's mind is a stream of fragmented thoughts, each brushed away by another before it can take purchase.
Marvelous day. Not a care in the world. Moira would have loved this garden. Wait, who's she? Moira? Yes. No. No, I don't think so. You must...
Welcome. The house.
The House of Grief welcomes you and stands ready to ease your troubles.
And well equipped to protect us in that eventuality.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Peaceful for the moment. But for how long?
The only moment we'll ever know. Just the sort he'll deal with.
Oi! Stop a moment. Right. You look harmless enough. The commander keeps an open house, so you may pass. I'm not a centipede. I'm a guard.
If you hear about the vines, I've cleared them off the neighboring houses already. Can't promise it'll be the last time. The druid's away for a while. I'm just her son, and apprentice too, for my sins. Oh, I took you for a friend of hers. The druid. Did you hear her? What? You know where my mum is? Tell Ryan, quickly!
Make a habit of just letting yourself into people's homes, do you? My mother's not here, if that's who you've come to see. She's alive? Who are you to her? A harper? Don't be too wounded. Up until this moment, she was missing. Presumed dead out in the Shadowlands. But she's alive. Everyone! She's alive! Bring her here, so we can kill her. Bring Jaheira home. We're in dire need.
You're not meant to be...
That's curious.
My shot's pilfered every day by rugs like him. The city should be for proper folk who earn their crust.
A customer. Come, Docha. You look like a fellow bard. Oh, might I bend your ear? I've been experimenting with lute strings made of, hear me out, warg hair. Well, you see...
Excited and breathless, time passes in the blink of an eye as the two of you get lost in the intricacies of music.
Goodness, look at the time. I'm terribly sorry for keeping you, but the most delightful chat. Here, a little discount as a thank you. Thank...
Drab attire, lackluster skin.
Right.
Or, if you are the practical sort, I also stock enchanted stones. They're almost as magical as myself.
Today I married you.
Get them right here. The printing lot
Bloody hate them. No matter what the mouth says.
You appear to be lost, dear. I specialize in fashion, not potato sacks. I sell anything and everything needed to cultivate your countenance. A certain level of class is expected by my clientele. So if you wish to stay, I must insist you purchase some less depressing garments. Very good, sir. Now remember,
But there's probably
Gazette
great
reckons Lord
things
Gortash
down
is the
there.
second king of Baldurin. Horsecat.
Russian mermaid. We've got rules, and they will.
Unless the maid is on fire, shove off.
Hot, hot, hot! Did you see that? Incredible!
City's going to shit.
Fire in the... Oh, my silk! What are the chances it's you? Forgive the mess. Your blood is far more volatile than I'd anticipated. Lucky for us all, fate is more powerful than hope. You see, it's your blood that caused the conflagration you just witnessed. Imagine, it's a breakthrough in the sanguine arts, the likes of which the world has never seen. The Grand Matriarch will have no choice but to restore House Baldurs after I present her with my research. But listen to me, rabbiting on about myself when I have you, the prize bleeder, on my very doorstep. If you'd come inside, we could discuss something far more exciting than drow politics. Yes, that is, do follow me. Ah, a cozy little spot, isn't it? These four walls have witnessed greater alchemical triumphs than the keep of Erngath Durand. And now that you're here, the crown jewel of my research is soon to be faceted. All you have to do is drink Formula Gruner. Well, yes, Formulae Arcu through Fruac were spectacular failures. But Gruner is different. Believe me. Not even for the betterment of the alchemical arts the realm over. Not even for that.
Just one go, please. That's all I want.
Emperor's a right.
And not a fault for their neighbours.
God, what a mess.
What are you after, friend? Got grub, potions, a few nice vintages. They're stock. They say.
latest Baldur's Mouth edition. Oh, dynamite.
Don't have any of those.
Tamrin's tools are still here. Maybe he's coming back. We never leave them behind. Chisel, hammer, trowel. Nothing missing at all. If he doesn't come back, I'm having his chisel. Mine's bloody useless.
You're just making that up on the spot.
Those all sound a bit out of my price range.
When it comes to magical protection, I've really spent. Helps me. Good to get it off your chest.
Anyway, we just going to let what's his name and his toy soldiers take over the whole city?
He's not gone.
Good. I might get some sleep.
Ah, sir, you've chosen a special day to visit the family home of Archduke Enver Gortash. We're celebrating our dear son's magnificent achievement with a special run of leather-soled shoes. That's Jenna.
You're very welcome to Flynn's Cobblers, humble family home of our Archduke Enver Gortash. He may not have followed in his old man's shoe steps, but Archduke's not so bad, is it? Finest lap. Very good to see you again.
Nothing. It's as though the inner workings of his mind have...
He's the image of me, isn't he? Always was a...
Big Gortash fans.
Out of sight, out of mind. Wonder what's past this. Free for the taking.
You seen any gazetteers around? Need to see if the new edition's out yet.
Okay. Let's do that.
What do you want me to do? Arrest the smell?
Some help you are. Where's the steel watch when you need them?
Not to mention the parchment quality of the Gazette. Ugh, awful.
Flower and bloom as I know you can.
to do? Arrest the smell?
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
I will cure you of your pestilence. You have my word.
Walking funny isn't a crime.
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I know you can.
How's a dead cat making a stink like that?
An entire...
Not everyone subscribes.
What's this? A heretic in our midst? Your death, in the Dreadlord's name.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Even hell gaggled with the devil's stench.
Outflank, outsmart.
None.
Time to press ahead.
Is it some thoughts are best left unfinished? Now, please tell me there's some other subject you wish to occupy my mind with.
At the ready. shall find me.
That might be worth a look.
Better than nothing. Here we go.
Squall! It's not safe here. It's too late for me, but not for you. Run as fast as your legs can carry you. Orin happened. She seized me from our camp, bore me here to Baal's enclave. She slit my belly and filled her cup with my blood. A toast, she said, to her false god. She told me when her cup ran dry, she'd come for the rest of me. I'm done for. I will hold her off as long as I'm able. Run while you still can. Don't even think about fighting her. This foe is too powerful. You'd underestimate Orin the Red.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy? Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. Nothing. No, not a thing. Still gasping and gagging on the foul airs of Baal's temple. I will not slice. Her kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. Something new. Sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you. The Murder Lord does not need permission to kill. You are dull. A blunt blade unfit to flay. But you could be sharpened, thin and jagged. Yes, I will tell you what to do. You'd prefer my whispers in the tyrant's tongue, hmm?
You've heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Carsus, wanting to command it without me. Oh, how I long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him. He bound my blade when we first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath never to hang him from the hooks. Drip drain him into father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the netherstone from his corpse and bring it to my temple.
There we slice and shred each other. The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the other is bars. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the Netherstones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Allies? No. We had a balance. The chosen three. But it tumbled when you turned the Bone Lord to ash. Now, Gortash tries to gouge me from the city. That festering inadequate thinks me a flesher, butchering and cleaving only to whip the herd towards his tin men's oppression. You must kill him. Gore him like a pig prepped for the spit. Only then will you be sweet and sharp, ready for the Murder Lord's purpose. Need? No, I do not need. You are made of nothing. Meaningless flesh and bone. I do not need. I offer. Baal's age approaches, and you could be there to see it. An idol of flesh, made to welcome his bleeding dawn. There is time for you yet. Time to save. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. But listen. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can you and I make exquisite butchery. The victor will set the world to slaughter. That is Baal's offer. He will not make another.
It'll be good to see it again. Look for a ladder up.
What's that?
Floating downstream.
What are we supposed to be doing?
Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers.
But we are troublemakers.
Shut up and keep your mucky little peepholes peeled.
Just our view.
What's the name of that river down there?
Wizard called it the sewer.
Whatever it's called, it's impressive. And it tastes great. Don't know how to swim.
Must have been some other oozing, stinking lump floating downstream.
I keep forgetting. What are we supposed to be doing?
Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers.
But we are troublemakers.
Shut up and keep your mucky little peepholes peeled.
Hold still, citizen. Initiating scans and stuff. Go ahead. I am totally not an absolute spy.
the sewer.
A friendly face at last. Are you going to the party as well? I don't know if I should say. Oh, go on then, I'll tell you. It's an underground party at a place called the Palace. My date's supposed to meet me here, but there's no sign of him. You haven't seen him, have you? Pale, skinny, extremely piercing eyes.
The individual descriptions could refer to many things, but taken together, she can only be referring to something vampiric in nature.
It's funny. He was ever so keen for me to come. He didn't seem the type to cancel. Only that it was him and a few of his closest friends. Said he couldn't wait to introduce me to them. How often does a man say that to a girl he's only met once? He was so enthusiastic. I don't understand why he hasn't shown up. A vampire? No, he wasn't. Was he? But then, why am I still here? He could have had me by the neck any time he liked. You think something's happened to him? You know what? I might give this party a miss. Plenty more fish in the Chionthar, as they say. If you see him, don't tell him I was here. Just tell him I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm sure he'll understand.
What's the name of that river down there? Yes?
At least things have stayed interesting. Can't keep me out.
Let's talk price. See anything of yours?
We're all on the same side.
Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometime.
Exactly why your boss hired us.
Welcome one, welcome all. You're looking at Fetcher's Brats, the Guildhall's finest. Ready to do some business? Sure is. Ready to do some business? I survived the hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play. Sure is.
Look at that cloud! Looks just like a Hollyphant, that does.
You're supposed to be looking out for us, not looking at the skies.
Not my fault. I've got an overactive imagination.
Try and imagine doing your job properly then.